for tonight's basketball game between the Appalachian Bible College Warriors and your Grace Christian University Tigers. Please rise and join me in prayer, followed by the playing of our national anthem. Heavenly Father, we thank you for the opportunity for these gals to come out and play this game of basketball. We pray that they have fun and that they represent you with how they play, their effort, and their words and their actions. Thank you for your Son, Jesus Christ. And it's in his name we pray. Amen.
All right, fans, and welcome to tonight's game against the Appalachian Bible College Warriors and the Grace Christian University Tigers. Opening lineups coming here from Corey Jamison and doing the announcements.
A junior from Gerardstown, West Virginia, number 5, Kirsten Hughes. A junior from Farmington, Connecticut, number 11, Emma Sirkowski. A freshman from Goodman, Wisconsin, number 13, Abigail Roth. And a freshman from Springboro, Pennsylvania, number 14, Katie Miller. The Warriors are coached by Stacy McCary and Caleb Slope. And for your Grace Christian University Tigers, a 5'7" senior from Belair, Michigan, number 4, Julia Schultz. A 5'7" sophomore from Warsaw, Indiana, number 14, Jessie Calizo. A 5'7" freshman from Comstock Park, Michigan, number 22, Sierra Fonseca. A 5'10" freshman from Hart, Michigan, number 33, Rhea Hellenhaus. And a 5'10" freshman from Battle Creek, Michigan, number 44, Tori Walling. The Tigers are coached by Dennis Graham, Brittany Summerfield, and AJ Stanley.
So I don't know if you heard the opening lineups, but we got some starting lineups tonight. Out of the game for Grace is going to be Emily Clacking. Unfortunately, she has torn her meniscus that's in her knee, so she has an injured knee and unable to play tonight. We will be having Joss Mary Vasquez joining us for the game, filling in. The opening tip goes over to Fonseca, and she whips it over to Schultz to try to get the ball game going. Moving the ball around. And the first shot is up. The rebound from Fonseca, and she finishes. Gives them a 2-point lead. Good transition basketball from the Warriors, and they get a finish as well. First bucket for Emma Sirkowski. Walling fakes and drives and gives it back up. Fonseca drives, gets her own rebound again, and puts it back. They're doing a good press breaker. Grace trying to put the pressure on full court, and Appalachian doing a pretty good job getting it across the half line, but they cause a turnover here. Tori fakes a shot, goes inside to Helen House for the lay-in. Oh, couldn't finish. Great look to the basket. Smith bringing it up the floor. They're moving the ball around. Sirkowski swings, gives it back, and a steal from Helen House all by herself. She goes all the way, and the foul. Count that, baby, and the foul. Going to the line for the three-point play. Rhea Hellenhaus, 5'10" freshman out of Hart, Michigan. Big rebound from Calizo, kick out. Fonseca a little short, saved by Walling, and stopped in the lane. Great defense by Allie Smith from Appalachian, and the possession arrow gives them the ball back. Great defense by Calizo, getting the steal. 2 on 4. The kick out back. Walling fakes. Helen House drives. Goes in the lane. And she gets blocked, but they're calling a foul. She got some body. Helen House going to the line again. A little bit of a redemption for the missed free throw a moment ago. She gets a second chance here, and she hits it. Substitution just about to come in. Rachel Anderson for the Warriors. Waiting for the free throw to happen. Rebound, Appalachian. And the kick out. Smith bringing it back up the floor. The corner. Errant pass goes back inside. Sirkowski with the jumper. She finishes. Brings it within 3. Grace with the lead, 7-4, with 7:11 on the clock. Coach Graham doing some coaching on the sidelines there. Good coaching, telling them that's not how we run the offense, and try it again. And Calizo with the steal. Coach Graham saw it, and so did Calizo. They must have scouted well on this team, and they know exactly what to do and where to go. Good communication on defense for Grace. Looks like we're doing the zone defense. Lots of pressure here at the top of the key, right through the hands of Allie Smith. Pass was a little hard. .6:28 on the clock. Substitution in for the Warriors. Abigail Ruff back in the game. Schultz getting a high pick. The roll, down low, Walling wide open and finishes strong. Good give and go. Another steal. A little frustration. What a tip pass by Calizo. Almost a finish. And over the back on Fonseca. That was a beautiful pass. They're going to try to break this press again. Ruff gets stuck, gets it over the half line. Oh, and they made it. Got it to their shooter, Sierkowski, and she now has all 6 of their points. Get it inside to her, and she's going to finish. Grace 9-6. Fonseca all the way to the lane, fakes. High off the glass, no good. And inside, Calizo gets that rebound. A little strong, but drew the foul. 9-6 still. Foul is on Talansky. Talansky's first. I'm sorry if that says Toyansky. Hard to tell on these sheets. And she gets the buckets. That's 2. She has 2 points for Grace. Almost another steal. Recovery from the Warriors. Get it across the half line. Get it to Sierkowski. Long 3. And got a little more air than rim on that time. .447 on the clock. Grace lead 11-6. Hellenhaus for the jumper. Also got a little more air than rim on that one. Just off the mark. Smith bringing it across the floor. Cross-court pass. Couldn't get it over far enough. And Calizo gets it inside. And the pass to Fonseca. Calizo cleans up. Puts it back. 13-6 lead. Tough pass, and everybody's on the floor. The kick out. Hellenhaus on the floor, and Fonseca finishes. That is what we like to see. Excellent hustle from Hellenhaus getting on the floor. Count those floor burns. Grace with a 15-6 lead and 4 minutes and 5 seconds on the clock with a full timeout. So for this timeout, I don't have any sponsors. If you want to sponsor a timeout, come see me and we'll talk about it. But at this point, I don't have any sponsors. When Kyle is here with me, I usually talk about food or the cafeteria or different departments on campus that we can sponsor or that we can give this time out to. And I don't know, I would say thanks to the athletic team during this timeout. All the athletic department right now to be able to put this whole thing together today for you takes a team of many. And there's many student workers and full-time workers, coaches, referees, so many people trying to put this together. We couldn't do this without them, so let's give a shout out to all of them that are working hard today. Warriors taking that out of bounds, bringing it up the right-hand side. Nice give and go. They ran that play to perfection right out of the timeout and just couldn't finish the bucket there, though. But that was a really good play. And we got a travel on the floor. Holland House got a little too eager to take those steps to get closer to the bucket. And a few too many turnovers here by Hughes. She is hoping that her player is open, and unfortunately not. Calizo goes up and gets hit, and looks like she kind of twisted her knee. Uh-oh. We don't need any more injuries. Yeah, it doesn't look good. That's unfortunate for Grace. We already are down to, we were only down to 6 players already, and with that, we would have to put in our last sub. That's going to be difficult for Grace throughout the rest of the game. She was playing a good game, too. I mean, if I could, I'd put a jersey on and go help them, but I don't think they'd let me do that. All right, so we have a TV timeout here. I guess if you have a moment, go to the refrigerator and grab a snack and take a little break. But we're going to have to wait until the referees bring us back onto the floor. And they're still working with her, trying to help her off the floor. Not sure if she'll be able to put any pressure on it. I believe they're going to walk her over to the trainer's room. And she is up and moving, but that did not look good. All right, it looks like some of the teams are gathering back around, and referees are ready to get going again. The ball is Grace Christian ball out of bounds. I believe she was in the act of shooting, but because she's injured, they're not going to have her shoot free throws, which is odd. I thought that she got fouled on the shot. And we finished. What a great way to run the play. So that unfortunate turn of events gives the Warriors a little bit of an advantage, but they had a really good look at the bucket, and Towianowski took some steps there, and now it's Grace ball. 3 minutes and 7 on the clock. Schultz to Vasquez, back down to Schultz. Schultz jumper, and a little short. Warriors moving the ball around, but good steal from Schultz. Schultz all the way, finishes. Grace back on their defense. And a steal from Torrey inside, or a jump ball. Torrey Walling. Possession arrow in favor of Grace. Kirsten Hughes back in the game for the Warriors, giving Towianowski a break. High pick and roll. Scoop goes inside. Hellenhaus almost got a good look. Smith driving, kicks back. Sarkowski, all 8 of their points. She is on fire with her shots. Hellenhaus back to Fonseca for 3. A little long. Everybody's long today. Goes inside. Good idea. Fonseca's wide open on the other side. There we go. And a little long on that one too. Once she gets going, she can hit that shot all day. Just got to get her warmed up. Hughes with the jumper, no good. And out of bounds, Grace ball. Fonseca bringing it up the floor. High pick. Fonseca stops at the free throw line. The jumper, no good. Rebound, Walling just rips it out of the other player's hands. That is a strong rebound, Torrey Walling. 52 seconds on the clock, 21-8 lead. Smith stops. She was about to pop it, but she decided not to. Going to get a high pick and roll here. The drive out of bounds, and that is a Grace ball. Rolfe had the right idea. She was going to drive to the lane and had a little bit too much traffic in there and got knocked out of bounds. Fonseca asking for a high pick. She's driving. Had an open look, but gave it to Hellenhaus. Oh, errant pass. Bustinets didn't even see it coming. Fonseca drives, goes in between 2-3 people, gets fouled, but no call. And no shot. Shot after the buzzer, and that is the end of the first quarter. So we're going to take a little breather, much needed breather, as Grace only has 5 players on the bench that are able to play right now, and they're going to need to conserve their energy. Luckily, they do have a 21-8 lead, which will allow them to have that buffer when they get tired. Currently, for the Appalachian Warriors, the only person scoring is Emma Sirkowski. She got a couple of jumpers and a couple of inside shots. And a few other people had some good looks. Should be able to get some more points on the board for them. So today's weather was a bit different. We had some snow, we had some ice, we had some icy rain, and now we have sunshine. So when you're in Michigan, you never know what's going to happen. I think we might be getting some snow tonight too, I don't know. Just got to roll with it. 10 minutes on the clock for the second quarter. Warriors with the ball at the top of the key. Hughes passing it off. The kick over to Smith, the jumper, and knocked out of bounds by, it was knocked out of bounds by Appalachian. That's going to be Grace ball. High pick again. Drive. The look. Man, she is not getting any of the calls. She's getting bumped every time she shoots it. Fonseca just driving and getting bumped. Good close out there by Walling. Stopping the ball from driving. Open shot. And Walling with a rebound. Fonseca goes to the top of the key. She sees Walling down low. Hellenhaus gives it up to Fonseca for the lay-in. Fonseca all the way and draws a foul. Finally gets one. The dribble drive and foul. Shooting two. First one is up and good. Gives them a 22-8 lead. 8:43 on the clock. Second one is good. Sometimes you just need a couple free throws to get it going. So hopefully Fonseca liked the feel of that, and maybe some of her jumpers will fall as well. Grace fortunate to get the ball back. Get a high pick from Vasquez. Fonseca for three. There we go. Didn't I just say that? We needed those free throws to fall before we can get the jumpers to fall. That's right. That's more like it. She's got 11 for Grace. Going inside and pass just off the mark. Good idea. And Grace ball. And the steal, Sirkowski bringing it all the way down, and she finishes, giving them 10 points on the board. Passes like that are a little bit predictable. Fonseca, a little heat check. Missed it. Smith with the rebound, the kick out all the way down. The jump shot. And Sirkowski with the rebound. That was a good look from Mill with the jumper. It says on my sheet Mill. Somebody else said Miller. I tried looking it up on the website. Couldn't tell if she is Mill or Miller. So I apologize to anybody listening. Just going by what I have on the sheets here. Looks like their team may have changed a little bit since what's on the website. Grace had a very difficult schedule this week, and they just had a very difficult game against Great Lakes the other day, and I think that might have been where Emily Clacking might have gotten injured. I'm not sure if that was a practice injury or a game injury. Calizo got injured today, leaving them with 6 players. The Warriors are off and running. Smith stops at the top. Long three gets blocked by Schultz and rebound by Fonseca. Hughes putting the pressure on Schultz. Schultz looking inside, can't find her. Fonseca's open for 3. Boom. Yes. Small little student section in here also said the same thing I did. Boom. Jumper in the lane from Sirkowski, and that was no good. Rebound Grace with 6:09 on the clock. Goes inside the Walling. Walling draws the foul. Gotta love that when you get a good pick and roll. As I was saying about the women's schedule, today they are playing Appalachian, but Friday they play Maranatha, and Saturday they play Mount Mary. So, tough schedule. Trapped in the corner. Sirkowski goes inside, and a foul on Vasquez. A little too aggressive there. Smith goes back to the inbounds player, but she wasn't quite stepped inbounds yet. Good idea, but didn't work out. Hughes was just a shade out of bounds. Almost worked. Going inside to Vasquez. Vasquez with a little hook shot. Couldn't finish. Oh, and Fonseca with a rebound. Saved by Hellenhaus. Fonseca drives. Off the mark. Hellenhaus with the rebound. Fonseca with the rebound. Finally they get one. Going back and forth, padding the stats. Oh, Smith inside layup. Great take to the basket. 4:59 on the clock. Just under 5 minutes before halftime. 32-14. Going inside to Walling. Walling kick out to Hellenhaus for 3. Man, that had so much spin on it. It looked beautiful from this angle, and nothing but net. Swish. I think she might have ripped the net. Errant pass. Everybody on the floor. Wow. Schultz okay. Everybody's okay on that one. Hughes kicking it back out to Sikowski. Going inside. She turned around, but stolen by Hellenhaus. Fonseca off and running. She drives and finishes. Smith did not want to foul her. And it looks like we have a timeout on the floor from Grace. "30-second timeout." So as I was mentioning, the ladies' schedule recently. So on January 31, we played Southeastern Baptist. February 1, we played Welch. So then February 4, we had Great Lakes. February 6, we had Appalachian right now. And then tomorrow, Maranatha. Saturday, Mount Mary. And then following Wednesday, we play Kuiper. And then on February 22, the following Saturday, we play Miami University, and that is the last game of the season. So hopefully we can keep everybody healthy, injury-free for the rest of the season. They got a tough schedule ahead of them. Roth trying to find somebody. Hughes over in the corner. Hughes gets it back to Roth. Roth turnaround jumper on the floor. And referee is going to call a jump ball on that one. Good hustle from both teams on that play. Possession arrow in favor of Grace. 3:42 on the clock. 37-14. Fonseca driving. Fonseca finishes with the right hook in the lane. Hughes in the corner, wide open. She launches it just off the mark. Vasquez almost with the rebound. Knocks it out of bounds, and that's a Warrior ball. Going inside. She's getting triple team, double team there. They're calling a jump, but that is staying with the Warriors due to the possession arrow. Jumper from Roth, no good. Hellenhaus with a rebound and gets it up to Walling. Out to Schultz. Schultz slows it up. Fonseca gets that pick. Nails the three. And the crowd goes wild. Got a nice little student section here helping them out. Busenitz keeping it away from Grace. Going inside, and the jumper is good for Abigail Roth. Sorry about the camera work there. Somebody getting distracted. Fonseca just rips it out of the player's hands and takes it herself. The jumper good. She's racking up the points. She's got 25. All those steals and layups, a couple threes. She's really putting them together tonight. After those free throws she hit, now she's starting to really hit her shots. They're going inside. Hughes was open, but thrown out of bounds, and that is Grace ball. Just under 1 minute here now on the clock for the first half. High pick from Hellenhaus. The nice pass by Fonseca to Hellenhaus. What a nice pick and roll. Beautiful, beautiful move. High arcing pass. Going inside. Roth trying to shoot it. Hellenhaus trying to rip it out of her hands. And that is Grace ball. .22 seconds on the clock here. No shot clock left. Grace gonna kind of dribble it out and maybe get the last shot. Fonseca gets a high pick, step back, three. Oh, just off the mark. What a big rebound by Schultz. And another big rebound. And another big rebound. Wow. 3 rebounds there, couldn't get off the glass. The glass was not cooperating with them, I'll just say that. 46-16. And now we've got a little break. So we'll be right back with you. Stay with us, and we'll tell you more about the second half. See you in a few. All right, and we are back for the second half. Smith driving to the hoop, and she gets bumped. And it is Warrior ball underneath the basket. The pick, trying to get the ball into Smith. Smith kicks it back out. Sierkowski got a shot, got the rebound, and we get to reset with a full shot clock, 16 on the shot clock. Smith getting a pick up on top, and Schultz knocked to the ground, and they're going to call an offensive foul. Looks like that foul is on Katie Miller, her fourth. She is going to go to the bench now with that fourth foul. Fonseca bringing it up the floor. Helen House trying to get the ball into Walling, but one-handed passes don't always work. Going inside to Sierkowski, but Walling rips it away. Grace trying to figure out what to do here offensively. And Fonseca knows right what to do offensively. And a great shot by Walling, but couldn't get it to go. 8:34 on the clock, and a rebound for the Warriors. Smith bringing it up the floor. Over to Hughes. Sierkowski in the middle. Hughes with the jumper. Off the rim. Errant pass. Warrior ball. Going inside to Hughes again. Hughes draws the foul. And Hughes going to the line, shooting two. She makes the first. And Hughes' second one up off the rim. And just as Fonseca brings it down, she gets it knocked out of her hands by Ruff and knocked out of bounds. So that is still Grace ball. 46-17 with 8 minutes in the quarter. Going inside, back out to Helen House for three, and a rebound, Fonseca. That was probably her 9th rebound. I saw she had 8 rebounds in the first half. One more and she's got a double-double. Ball on the floor. Tie up from Helen House and Anderson, and that draw turnover to Grace. Schultz gets the pick, looking for Walling in this inside. Walling kicks out. Good look from Vasquez. Looked like it might have gotten tipped by somebody else. Knocked out of bounds, but that is Warrior ball. 7:14 on the clock. A little bit of back and forth here. Sierkowski, jumper, no good. Rebound, Helen House. Long pass, a little bit too strong. And we didn't need to do that. We probably could have just dribbled in, and Grace a little bit frustrated. Long shot from Smith, and a rebound. Cherkowski getting fouled by Walling. So the Warriors are coming out of West Virginia, and I don't know if you've ever been to Appalachian Bible College in West Virginia. I have, actually. We traveled there for some of the volleyball tournaments and volleyball games. And West Virginia is a beautiful area, very hilly, and lots of back roads to get there. It was very difficult driving, but a beautiful area. Schultz bringing it up the floor, trying to get it to Fonseca. She's getting doubled. Fonseca trying to dribble out of it, getting a lot of pesky hands on it. Couldn't corral that. And a turnover by Ruff, trying to drive to the hoop. As soon as Fonseca gets the ball, they put a lot of pressure on her. Schultz into Walling. Hellenhaus. Walling sets a nice pick. Hellenhaus drives to the bucket. Hook shot, no good. Vasquez with the rip. And a steal by Cherkowski. Hughes has the right idea, trying to get the ball inside. Some of her passes are just a little too strong for her teammates. Hughes for the jumper. And Vasquez with the almost rebound, knocked it out of bounds. Roth gets it inside to Hughes. Hughes kick out to the top of the key. Smith driving. Smith with the jumper. They're getting a lot more looks this half than they were in the first half. Must have talked it over during halftime about how to get better looks. Grace, on the other hand, trying to run the offense. Finally gets it up to Fonseca for three. In and out. Cherkowski stopped. And Smith brings it up the floor. Looking a lot more comfortable with the ball this half for herself as well. Hughes. Nice hustle there by Walling, getting on the floor and digging out that basketball. That is Grace basketball. And Grace really trying to do their best with no subs. A block from the side. Schultz had a good look. Hughes with the jumper. The save. And Hellenhaus comes up with it, slows it up, and gives it to Schultz to dribble up. That's a smart move because we, like I said, we only got 5 players and they're all tired. Fonseca drives, goes left, kick out to Walling. Walling drives, all by herself. Oh, that was a good look to the hoop. And it gets knocked out of her hands, and that is Appalachian ball. And a timeout on the floor. He could tell his players are dragging. I think Coach Graham wanted to utilize that timeout to give them a breather. I don't recall a time when Grace has only had 5 players and no subs. That is a difficult thing to do. I've never had to be on a team with only 5 players and no subs. I have been on teams when we all got in foul trouble, and a few people fouling out. But man, that's got to be rough. When you only have 5 players, you have to be careful of your fouls as well as conserve your energy. Tricks of the trade would be to conserve your energy at the free throw line, conserve your energy during timeouts. Every time the ref stops play, gasp for breath. Still 46-17. Score hasn't changed much. Came out of halftime 46-16. So only 1 point has been scored this whole second half, oddly enough. Going inside, Sikorsky taking it to the hoop, but Hellenhaus pulls down the rebound with 2 people on her arms. Looks like Walling is down. She might have gotten a scrape or a cut on her shoulder, possibly. We don't need any new injuries, please. I don't know what this one is. Something wrong with her arm. That's not good. I don't know what that is. Coach Graham checking it out. I don't know what's going to happen here. She's getting checked out by the training room when we only got 4 players left. Looks like it's Appalachian ball. Grace going to have to just play with 4 at this point. That's what it looks like. Referees are saying time to go. Let's go. 3:45 left in the quarter. Grace going to bring out their 4 players. It looks like Appalachian is going to be well, they're bringing out 5 players. I thought they were only going to be bringing out 4. Grace going to play a little 2-on-2 zone. And finally, Hughes hits one. So Grace with a 46-20 lead. Fonseca with a jumper off the mark. And Smith with the rebound. Smith drives. Good stop by Vasquez and Hellenhaus. They got open players, but Grace playing a really good job of doing the zone. And Vasquez with the rebound. Fonseca dribbles up. using up some time on the shot clock, trying to just use up their time. She's going to launch it. And knocked out of bounds by Fonseca, I think. Nope, staved. Good defense by Schultz. Schultz going after it. Going inside. Hellenhaus down there. Good defense. For only having 4 players, they're doing a good job getting back. Smith for a long 3. Off the mark. Rebound. Hellenhaus. Going to Fonseca, and she's going to walk it up. Conserve your energy. 2:16 on the clock in the third quarter. Going over to Schultz. Schultz walking it around. Going into Hellenhaus. Hellenhaus to Fonseca for the jumper by the free throw line, and she drains it. That's our first points of the half. 48-20. Going inside. Almost a steal from Fonseca. Roth with the drive. Kick back out to Smith. Smith drives. High arcing shot. Hellenhaus with the rebound. And a kick out to Fonseca to walk it up. 1:30 on the clock. Schultz. Top of the key. Fonseca with the jumper and swish. 50-19. She's got 29 out of those 50. Smith over to Sierkowski for the jumper, and she finishes strong with. She also has a high score for her team of 14. Just under a minute left here in the third. Vasquez picks it up. Schultz driving in, getting pressure from Roth. Hellenhaus drives. Over to Fonseca. Hellenhaus with the rebound. Gives it up, Fonseca dribbles back out. Schultz. Coach Graham says walk it back. You got a lot of time on the clock. You want to use up the time. Fonseca drives. Vasquez for the jumper. Good try. 9 seconds on the clock. No shot clock. Sierkowski finds a pass in the middle, gives it up. Roth with the inside easy lay-in. And that is the third quarter. Great effort by both teams, and definitely difficulties are mounting for Grace with injuries upon injuries. And I'm not sure if Tori Walling is okay. It looks like she's meeting with coach here at half court. Difficulties with maybe her shoulder. Three players injured and four players left, all exhausted. And then there were four, so we've got the four on the floor. The Fab Four. Fonseca getting a high pick. She's by herself. She wants to shoot it, but going to give it to Hellenhaus for the jumper inside. Nice lay-in. Good finish. Smith going into Shikoski, into Anderson. Anderson gets blocked by Schultz. He could have used up some of that time on the shot clock. Hellenhaus by herself. Fonseca for three. Grabs her own rebound. Hellenhaus grabs it. Goes into from Hellenhaus to Fonseca. Try to say that 3 times fast. Good pass, though. Way to find her cutting. And playing some good defense for only having 4 players on the floor. It's a turnover. Good hustle, though. Doing everything they can to sort of use up the time and walk it up. Appalachian trying to run their plays. Going inside to Anderson, and Anderson walks. Got bumped and had nowhere to put the ball down. Inside to Hellenhaus for the lay-in. A big assist from Fonseca. Sierra Fonseca already has 31 points, and she might have several assists and I know she's over 10 rebounds. Going inside, and the finish from Miller for 2, 56-25. We got 7:44 on the clock. Fonseca dribbling it out. Baking cookies here at the top of the key. Kick over to Julia Schultz for 3. Off the mark. Good look, though. Giving some opportunities for the rest of the team here. Miller dribbles, and the hook shot in the lane. Thought maybe she might have double dribbled there, but no call from the referee. Schultz. Fonseca. She drives. And the rebound inside. Good idea from Vasquez to get the shot up, and Schultz following the shot, getting a nice putback. 58-27. Miller driving in, using her body to back her in, and draws a foul. Miller's free throw, no good. And the second one off the mark. And a rebound inside by Roth. Roth gets blocked. And Hellenhaus, it's on the floor, rips it out of Anderson's hands. And that time goes to the possession arrow. Possession arrow wins, and that's Warrior ball. Warriors trying to run their inbounds play, and they're calling a foul on that, but I didn't think I saw anything, and neither did the student section. Someone said that was awful. Student section getting into it tonight. I agree that she got blocked and should have been Grace Ball. But she hits the free throw, gives him, I think we should be at 28, 27. Schultz with the rebound. And Fonseca brings it up the floor, slows it up. Ruff almost with a foul, playing some good defense. Schultz at the top of the key. Has a pick here from Hellenhaus if she wants it. Went inside to Vasquez, and Vasquez got fouled. Ball going out of bounds. Grace Ball. Hellenhaus gets the inbounds. Vasquez with the jumper. Another good look. Trying to get some buckets here. Fonseca all over her, and Ruff on the floor dove under Fonseca. Yeah, good hustle by the Warriors. Oh, I think Sierra Fonseca was just like, I'm not going to do anything here because I don't want to get injured. They almost took her out. And the jumper. Schultz with the big rebound. Sierkowski had a nice look there. Thought that was going to go. Hellenhaus, jumper, and Sierkowski with the rebound. No, that was Miller, sorry. Miller with the rebound. Ruff with the coast to coast. Miller with the rebound. And Schultz with the big rebound again. All the way to Fonseca, 4-on-1. Oh, that's all she could do. And that was probably the best thing she could do without getting injured. Taking a little jump shot. And Ruff going inside. Miller gets it, fumbles it, gets her own rebound, and a big rebound by Hellenhaus. Stolen out of her hands again and blocked. They're going to call a jump on that one. And that's Grace Ball. Good block by Hellenhaus inside, stopping Ruff from getting a shot off. Again, Grace doing the best they can with 4 players. Walling unable to come back in due to the shoulder injury. Whoops. Tough pass. And Calizo out with a injury during this game to her knee. Clacking out with a torn meniscus, it sounds like. Vasquez grabs the ball inside and whips Anderson to the ground. Stays Warrior ball. Jumper. Schultz with the rebound. Hellenhaus gets it top of the key. three ball. Killing it from Fonseca. She's got 34 points. She might have a triple-double here, possibly, if she gets any assists. I'm going to check the stats here, but I think first half she only had one assist. And the ball is on the ground. Roth and Schultz going after it. Both very similar players going after very good defensive players. Going after rebounds. 61-28, Grace lead, with 2:38 on the clock. Errant pass. Fonseca grabs the rebound and goes coast to coast, drives in and draws a foul. Thought she was going to, in the act of shooting, but they didn't call it. Fonseca for three. Mari Vasquez almost got that steal. Hellenhaus with the steal. Slows it up all by herself, 5-on-1. Fonseca, step back. Nobody there to rebound. That's all you can do with the only four players. 1:47 on the clock. Going inside to Miller, but long pass. Schultz goes down and says, I'm fine, I'm fine. Coach Graham cannot believe what's happening here. You need to take care of your players. 1 minute and 37 seconds left with this big of a lead. Schultz almost loses it. Back to Schultz. Schultz with the jumper. Off the mark. The kick out, and Schultz pulls out the steal. Hellenhaus trying to get the ball down to Fonseca, but knocked out of bounds by Sirkowski. It's a difficult pass to get all the way down there. Vasquez, very close shot. 1:05 on the clock. I think both teams are about ready for this game to be over. They'll all be glad when it is. Going inside, Miller. Rebound, Schultz. Hellenhaus bringing it up. Hellenhaus going to dribble it out. 30 seconds on the clock and only 10 seconds on the shot clock. Hellenhaus by herself finds Fonseca for three, and she nails it. 64-28. And now the last 15 seconds here are to the Warriors. Miller driving in, wide open shot, and Hellenhaus grabs the rebound. So they're just going to dribble it out the last 5 seconds, and that will be the game, folks, 64-28. Thank you so much for joining us. I know it was a rough one, but it's good to see Grace Christian getting a win. We had a rough season so far and a small lineup, especially with only four players. And this, at least we get the W out of it. That's all we got to say about that one. But thank you, and thanks for watching. Keep supporting the ladies, and go Grace. Have a good night.